Let's check up. Let's check up. Pull up a chair for the midweek checkup now.
Welcome to a brand new season of the Midweek Checkup. My name is Lindsey Blair and I'm joined by Bobby Gilles. And what are we going to do in this new season, Bobby?
The same thing we do every season, Lindsey. Try to take over
We recap the sermon from the previous Sunday. And this past Sunday, Pastor Jonah preached from Leviticus 19, verses 1 through 18.
Jonah said that holiness means being human. If you missed the sermon or need help remembering, you're in the right place because it's time for the Midweek Checkup.
Jonah began by saying that we all inhabit a culture that is driven by a desire for more, bigger, and faster. We have a deep feeling like there's something we need to be doing, and we have a deep uncertainty about what to do. This is nothing new. The specifics are perhaps uniquely American, but humans have lived in this tension since Genesis 3. This is the world to which Leviticus was written.
People wanted to please the gods but didn't know what to do, so they just threw things on the wall to see what stuck, never really knowing if it worked. Into the ambiguity of that world, God speaks plainly, clearly, directly, and at the very heart of Leviticus. Repeated several times, but intentionally placed in the very center of it all, comes this instruction, plain as day. You must be holy because I, the Lord your God, am holy.
We were made holy, but have become profane, to use the words of Leviticus. Think of a glass of water. It's pure, clean, and good. Now put a few drops of mud in there. It's become profane. It's not that the water is bad all of a sudden, but it's become mixed with something bad, and it's hard to tell the two apart. For the water to be holy again means it goes back to being water. The mud is removed.
The book of Leviticus explained to sinful people how their holiness could be restored. You could summarize much of these instructions by saying, treat people like humans. If you believed the immigrant was made in the image of God, worthy of love and care and dignity and respect, you would set aside some of your business profits to help feed them. If you believed the person who angered you is made in the image of God, you would speak to them directly rather than spreading gossip.
God made us to be formed by rhythms and routines. If you do something long enough, it becomes second nature. This is why we do liturgy every week. Formed by rhythms and routines, this is shaping us. Over and over, the call goes out year after year through centuries of waiting until the promise is fulfilled in Jesus. He came holy, he lived lowly, and he suffered horribly. He died excruciatingly, and he rose victoriously, all to say now, you are holy. In Christ, we can enter into the rhythms of humanity.
God is outside of time, though he entered into our time and space in the person of Jesus. We'll learn more about this God of time next week, and we'll continue our series called God of Time. And in Bible Fellowship, we'll be in Luke 17, 5 through 10. Join us and bring a friend.